You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real. It's Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. Clergy leaders from across the country have signed an open letter to Vice President Joe Biden insisting that he choose one of the black women political leaders for vice president. They believe that having a black woman on the ticket offers the best scenario for Democrats to be victorious in the 2020 presidential election. Joining us right now is one of the signees, Reverend Dr. Barbara Williams Skinner, co-chair of the National Black Clergy Network. We obviously are getting to the point, Dr. Skinner, where Biden has to make a decision. We've seen these stories now where you got folks who are crapping on Senator Kamala Harris. Now they're saying, oh, they're down to compare her to Congresswoman Karen Bass. You got Ambassador Susan Rice. You got all this sort of stuff along those lines. Y'all aren't picking a winner among the black women. Y'all are saying you just better pick a black woman, correct?
We're saying at the time that we're in, Roland, with voter suppression on steroids, with what is at stake being so high, with democracy literally at stake, that we don't have time and we have no do-overs. We need the best organized, energized, engaged black community, white community, young people's community possible. We don't have that. We need vitality in this race. We need everybody who can vote out voting. They're trying to suppress the vote, stop the mail, slow down the mail, discourage people. We saw the impact of that in 2017. You know, in 2012, the black vote turnout was higher than the white vote turnout ever in history. It went down in 2016 with voter suppression. We're saying voter suppression is even more incredibly in your face. It's at the George Wallace level right now. So we need the best candidate who can help this party win, and that is a black woman.
But you got these white progressives who say no, they want Senator Elizabeth Warren.
We're saying we're giving you the benefit. The issue is this. Do you want to win? You want the base that's been the most faithful over the years? Not just black people, but black women have been that base that you could count on. You want that base out and energized. That's the point. You want to win, or do you want to win? The issue is that we don't have a do-over. Our community is going to be hurt harder than others, poor white, Asians, Native Americans, Latinos, than any other. We don't have the opportunity to get this right. We're almost at the point now where we're losing voting rights. We have fair housing kicked to the gutter by this administration. What will happen in another 4 years to our democracy? We're saying we have an opportunity now. People have not been in the street for the same thing. They want change. We're talking about what would look like change in America right now, and that is a black woman on the ticket helping this candidate to win.
One of the things that, and again, so you look at the folks who is on his short list, Senator Kamala Harris, Congresswoman Karen Bass, Congresswoman Val Demings, Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, and former National Security Advisor and UN Ambassador Susan Rice. There are others who's considering as well. That decision is going to come down real soon. Look, I agree with you. I've been saying for the longest, Biden has no choice but to pick a black woman, because the reality is black voters were the ones who saved his behind when it came to South Carolina. And then if he does not, what he does, he guarantees the critics to say, see, there you go. Black folks being the black folks being political sharecroppers, saving your butt, but then not having a return on their investment.
We have more than the top of the ticket, Roland. We've got the Senate, the House. We've got down ballot, sheriff's races, all of the other races that impact our policing, our schools, our housing, our wealth gap, our criminal justice system. I'm saying in my lifetime, I don't know when the stakes have been higher, and your lifetime. And we have an opportunity now. We're either going to take it and go forward, or we're going to go back and we're going to regret it. We have an opportunity to win with the best. We have an opportunity to show the world that Black Lives Matter, that in fact we have the best candidates among all of those black women. We think the president to be is going to really have a partner who can make a difference in the White House, and we're offering the best.
All right. Pastor Barbara Skinner, we certainly appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much. Lauren, I want to go to you. Does he have no choice? Will he pick a black woman?
Yeah, I think he does have no choice. When he sort of boxed himself in on the idea of I'm going to pick a female running mate, that sort of boxed him in right there. I think, frankly, the activist community has done a really good job of pushing the idea of an African-American female. And I've always thought that it was going to be Kamala Harris, but, I can see that the Susan Rice thing is building, and he knows her from the administration. So you think the pick is going to be Susan Rice? No, I actually think I think it's going to be Kamala Harris. Actually.
Okay, Rob.
But Susan Rice is sort of snuck in there. Personally, I think she's boring, but that's just me. I also think that when you're 77 years old, you do have to be very careful not to get into Sarah Palin territory. It is not to suggest that Senator Harris is in that territory. I think she's qualified certainly to be Vice President of the United States. I'm just saying that, there are some people on the list that I think that it could be a question mark as to whether or not they would be prepared to take over the presidency.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
Rob.
Yeah, I remember we had this conversation months ago, pre-George Floyd, pre-protest, and my statement then was, I don't think he's going to do it. Now my statement is that I think he was already under pressure. He has to do it in this moment. I would believe it's going to be Kamala Harris would have the tip, just because I think it's very hard to try to introduce somebody to the national stage at the very last minute for the last 2 months of a campaign, and we haven't seen these folks go out. We don't know some of the other folks is I guess what they have, skeletons in their closet, what'll come out, the attacks that are coming against them. I think Kamala, what those are. You should be able to prepare for them. But again, I'll take any black woman that's there. I'll be proud if they come up, and we'll see.
Derek, does he have any choice but to pick a black woman?
Yes, I think he does, and I think anybody for us to stand up here is purely speculation.
Obviously, it's speculation. That's the definition of speculation.
Anyway, Shorty.
That's like saying the sky is blue. It's blue. Go ahead, Derek.
As I was saying,
you damn Omegas. Go ahead.
A few months ago, when Stacey Abrams was getting a lot of the nod for the VP, I said to some people, well, Stacey Abrams, you know what? She can't raise enough money. And I got a bunch of pushback and a lot from people when I said that. And I think that's a huge factor. Who can raise the most money to go after and compete with Donald Trump? And so when you start looking at that, I think Kamala Harris could. But on the flipper, I think Elizabeth Warren would be the best one suited to do that. That's my take on it.
Okay. All right. Here's the deal, folks. Joe Biden's going to pick a black woman. He's had no choice but to pick an African-American woman. He absolutely has to have significant black turnout. And if he does not pick an African-American woman to be his VP nominee, what he does is guarantee this whole narrative that he is dissing black folks when they're the ones who saved his political hide after he lost Iowa, after he lost New Hampshire, after he lost Nevada. And so that's what it is. I think the pick is going to be Senator Kamala Harris. My dark horse is Congresswoman Val Demings. All right, folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment.
It's time to be smart. When we control our institutions, we win. This is the most important news show on television of any racial background. Y'all put $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $15, $20, $30 on this and keep this going. What you've done, Roland, since this crisis came out in full bloom. Anybody watching this, tell your friends. Go back and look at the last 2 weeks, especially of Roland Martin Unfiltered. I mean, hell, go back and look at the last 2 days. You've had sitting United States senators today, Klobuchar and Harris. Whatever you can bring to Roland Martin Unfiltered to support it, please do, because this information may literally save your life.
Watch Roland Martin Unfiltered daily at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, or Periscope, or go to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans distributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.